And they have a pretty amazing picture of a wolf, man. We want to talk about hungry as a wolf, like Duran Duran. Check it out. He looks hungry. And I don't think I want to try to break this wolf. He looks kind of pretty nasty. I think he's got a little taste of gingivitis in his mouth. Them teeth look like they could be brushed. But he is definitely wild. Yeah, they were introduced in 2011. They don't exactly say how they were introduced. But this is not good. So, yeah, they could. Oh yeah, they had the carcass. That's a lot of meat, man. Well, anyways, the California Farm Bureau Federation President Paul Wegner said that it was important for Californians to understand the full implications of the wolf's return. He said people need to recognize wolves not as cute woodland creatures, but as predators that kill. So this is kind of dangerous. Doing these cows, hopefully to God, with this wolf population, they don't come around and start killing people. Small children in yards, other small animals like your dog, like your cat. It's got them talking about these things. Got to be careful. HUD, our housing of urban development, well, the Trump administration is exploring some ways to relocate tens of thousands of Puerto Ricans to the U.S. mainland. It's a mess over in Puerto Rico, folks, still. And officials at the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development late last week started develop a plan to provide housing to some of the Puerto Ricans displaced population, according to people familiar with the matter. And given the shortage of available options on the island, the possibility of evacuating large numbers to the mainland has emerged as an option. And what they're saying again? Cruise ships. That is an option to get them out of here, and they're going to have to provide housing. Two of these people who spoke to HUD said using these large commercial cruise liners had been suggested. And the most recent push for a solution began after a meeting this past Friday that includes officials from HUD, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the White House, and others, according to the people. But it's unclear if the White House or any agency outside HUD are coordinating with the housing agency, or if the ideas are only being developed within the department for now. So agency officials the past 2 days have contacted executives in the housing industry, investment managers with ties to Puerto Rico, and others in the attempt to brainstorm potential solutions. Said that people who asked not to be named because they weren't authorized to speak with the media. But meanwhile, thousands of Puerto Rico residents have already fled to Florida and elsewhere since Maria struck as a Category 4 storm on September 20th, and much of the territory, including the outer islands, remains without electricity. Portable drinking water is scarce in some areas, and thousands of miles of roads are still closed. So the evacuation idea is in the earliest stages, and given immense logistical challenges, it may never come to pass. HUD officials didn't immediately respond to a request for comment, and the White House referred questions to HUD and FEMA. It's going to be interesting to see how. Well, it was explained early on that if people had money, get out, that things would get worse before they would get better. The money situation, it just doesn't seem like it's enough. Any kind of real normacy, people that have businesses over there or had livelihood over there, or just not the same Puerto Rico. And a lot of the young people, not a good thing for the island, but leaving. They were going to university over there, leaving. So you're going to see a lot more Puerto Ricans in business, bringing their business over here, trying to get into business. So they're just trying to figure out, where can we house them? Where can we put them if we do evacuate them? So that's big. It's a lot of people that are displaced. Millions of people. Praying for the folks over there that are just trying to pick up what little they had, what lives they had up until this storm. Think about your life. We thought about the little inconvenience we had here in the Tampa Bay area where we had to be without electricity for a little bit. They're still without electric in most places in Puerto Rico, having to go and stand in long lines for gasoline or try to get some kind of food because they don't have any food. That's got to be hell on earth. I couldn't imagine. So if you can bring somebody over here and you got some money to do it, probably right thing to do, because disease, they say, is the other thing that they're really concerned about. People getting sick because there's sewage that's not working the right way because of the electricity, and that borns air illnesses. There's mold illnesses from the houses that can't properly be repaired, and so on and so forth. That's going to be a massive mess, and I hope to God we do everything we can, and in association with government officials over there in Puerto Rico, but it is a nightmare literally over there. I don't think too many people are going to be celebrating Halloween over there. They're experiencing it firsthand. Folks, there goes hour number one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, For the People, listener supported. Your donations do make a difference at forthepeopleshow.com. All the best. May God bless.